And we're live. Hey everybody, how are you doing today? So I started this a little early, a little before the presentation, about 9 minutes before. Honestly, I don't know what I'm gonna vamp with in this time, but so let's just pull up their let's pull up their little pre-presentation thing they got going on. Let's just watch that. Yeah. So it's as you can see, the PlayStation shape's rolling. Hey Ostinator, how are you today, man? What is new, my dude? Sorry, I'm a little out of breath. I've been running around, getting laundry out of the dryer and putting laundry into the dryer and doing some push-ups and some sit-ups. Trying to keep in shape. Whew, a little chilly. I'm gonna go get a sweater real quick. Be right back. Alright, I'm back. As you can see, I'm wearing a classic, it's a stormtrooper face with a flower print all over it. It's great, I love it. Good sweater. Sadly not for sale in the James T. Drone shop. Like, you know what it's for, like, what is it for, you know what it's called. Oh, okay. I thought you meant, what is this? So basically, you know how Nintendo did, like, a Nintendo Direct presentation talking about games that are upcoming on their system and other stuff? That's basically what this is, but for PlayStation. I think it's weird that they call it State of Play. That seems a little pretentious to me. Like, PlayStation is like, yeah, that's right, we're what's happening, guys and gals. PlayStation, mwah, is #1. I mean, in a sense, yes. They're kicking the crap out of Xbox, I'll give them that. But, I mean, you know, they'll always lose to this sort of PC, in terms of, like, hardware and stuff. Obviously, a banger PC is a bit more expensive than a PS5, but at least you can get a good PC. I mean, PS5s are, like, still sold out because they're only available if you want to get, like, an $1,000 one from a scalper, you know? But, you know, anyway. Also, we're at 6:25 right now, so keep in mind, if you're on YouTube, in fact, it actually shows you if you're falling behind in the stream. It'll no longer, the live thing will be grayed out. Fun fact. Also, I absolutely just, I use this Pokemon mat to, like, have my mouse and keyboard on, and I recently clipped my nails, and I rubbed them against it, and I'm still feeling shivers. Holy shit, that is not, not like a good kind of shivers, like a, oh, my body is panicking reacting to this. Shit sucks, dude. Oh, I can feel it, dude. It's weird. How are you doing, Kirby? Ugh, I can't stop shivering now. It's so strange. It's alright, I'm sure I'll be fine. It's like ASMR, but not at all. But yeah, so that's what it is. It's the PlayStation presentation, kind of like how they used to do E3, their like E3 conference. I think it's kind of like that. This might actually be the first one. Hold on, F11. Don't look at any of my tabs. Is this the first State of Play? I actually don't know. This might be their first one. I don't think it is. Oh, it's just the first one of 2021. Alright. That's good to know. By the way, this little at the beginning here, I think it's supposed to be, I'm sure it is, but it's very reminiscent of in the original PlayStation, like the boot sound where it goes like like I don't know. It's a hard noise to make, but that original PlayStation boot sound is classic. Offie! I hope so too, man. The Nintendo Direct was pretty lame. I mean, Splatoon 3 got teased, that's cool. We know that Breath of the Wild 2 is at least in development. People got annoyed about the new Smash character. I don't care. It's like, it's a video game. It's fine. I don't play it that much, but, you know, some people it's more than that, so I get it. But yeah. Austin, you have a virtual meeting tomorrow and you don't want to join it, but you need to. That's the matter of obligations, man. I have to go to work tomorrow and I don't want to, but I gotta. That shit's life, my dude. Just making sure we're at max res. Can you guys see my mouse? You cannot. Alright, cool. That's good, in case I accidentally leave it on screen. Did you see that? They just fucking hard looped that animation. Watch, let's see if they do it again. Weird. It was like a clear hard cut in the animation of the spinning shapes. That would make any... I don't know if there's any animators in the audience, but if so, it would make them grit their teeth. You're at 144p. It must be your internet, my guy. Your internet must just not be able to handle my epic live streams. But it's fine. For now, you can just listen to my beautiful voice and and then watch it in nice quality later on after it's done being live. In nice, beautiful 1080p 60 FPS, baby. You didn't see it, but it probably would have. What probably would have? Oh, the looping thing? Yeah. Yeah, we'll see if it pops back up. I'm sure I'll call it out. We got 2-3 minutes. I'm actually excited. There's supposed to be... Here, okay, this was the animation. Look at the X in particular. Yeah, right there. Right fucking there. You could see the animation, like, there's a hard cut in the animation loop. That was so awkward. Anyway. You might not be able to tell at 144p. I'm assuming that's where this animation, like, begins and ends or something, and that's why it loops there. But, I don't know. See? Right? If you know what you're looking for, it's impossible to miss. Pissed me right off. And I wasn't even paying attention the first time. It just jumped out at me like a face hugger. Jumped at me like a glomp. I know, right? Come on, PlayStation. Get your shit together. Can't sell me a PS5 and you can't even sell me on your animation. Shh, bad sign. I'm writing notes. No, I'm kidding. This is actually... Oh, shit. I dropped it. This is my... I've started using... I don't use it every day because I'm lazy, but... I started using this daily organizer. So it's basically like there's like a checklist here I can make of like all the things. And I like having paper because I can fill in a little circle, you know, like kind of like checking it off for the day. You know, when I put the date and then goals today and looking ahead to tomorrow and then a word of the day. Today's word is Viktor Reznov. Because I recently learned the other day that, well, first off, he's a character in the original Call of Duty Black Ops. And I recently learned he's voiced by Gary Oldman, and it made my brain freak the fuck out. And if y'all don't know who Gary Oldman is, look him up. He was Sirius Black in Harry Potter. He was in the second Planet of the Apes movie. He's been in all kinds of shit. He was Commissioner Gordon in the Christian Bale Dark Knight movies. Really, really great actor. But anyway. Still alive, by the way. I freaked out. I thought he was dead the other day. But nope. Why'd you point that? I don't know. I'm stalling for time right now. I got 42 seconds to vamp, my guy. Or are you asking why did I point out the shape? Because now you can't take your eye away from it. Oh, you want to know other stuff that'll infuriate you? Mario's mustache and hair color are different. Look it up. It's true. Every single like Mario iteration, his mustache and hair color are different, and I hate it. Also, Knuckles' shoes in Sonic the Hedgehog, he looks like he has little Lego bricks on him. Yeah, there's all kinds of little details that piss me off. Anyway. I'm glad I can suck my audience into my pain. But yeah, I got all kinds of shit to do today. Did some push-ups, some sit-ups, I got laundry, I got chores. I'm streaming this presentation. If I have time later, I might stream more COD 2. I streamed it last night. It was good. I like that game. Oh shit, here we go. Oh yeah, but today, real quick, hoping to see... Wow, right off with the trailer. Hoping to see more Elden Ring and Horizon Zero Dawn 2.
There's some very unexpected developments in your
This is very loud.
shocking events that will change the course of your life.
Did we just have a Crash Bandicoot game?
But there's lots of awesome updates and additions coming to
Oh, they're updating it. Okay.
It's about time experience on the
Cool.
PlayStation 5.
You want to talk about the blip?
Creative producer at Toys for Bob. I'm here to give you the feature rundown.
Are you talking about Paul's video?
PS5.
Yeah, that was a great one.
4K at 60 frames per second, Adaptive triggers.
It's funny because it's one of those things where it's those thoughts you have after seeing a movie like that, you know?
Picking up where Crash Bandicoot Warp left off.
Like some shit MatPat's gonna make like a game theory about. It's a movie theory.
Neocortex and Dr. Entropy escaping a
Yeah, this is a fun video. I'm gonna be streaming with Paul sometime. Should be good. We're gonna do some Apex together.
Adventure for Crash and his marsupial pals.
By the way, I don't know. I never really got into Crash. They always look pretty fun. I'm just bad at platformers, so. But it looks like a fun game, you know? I don't think they're made by Naughty Dog anymore, which is kind of a bummer, but oh well. I mean, Naughty Dog kind of moved on, you know? They used to make like Crash and didn't they make Jak and Daxter? I think. Could be wrong about that. Yeah, it might be. But yeah, they used to make the Crash Bandicoot games, and then they like made Uncharted, and now they just do like story-based, realistic, third-person shooters. Anyway, you were there during the live stream he said that on. Yeah, I was watching some of his other live streams. Did you watch his stream where he just like fell for a bunch of D's nuts jokes? It was great. He learned a lot that day about how dumb the internet is.
Achieving the infamous 106% completion is the sign of a true
106% completion?
But should our genetically mutated
Their maths make no sense. I don't get.
Leverage PlayStation 5 activity.
Hold on, you guys are gonna hear an echo for a second. I'm gonna pull up my stream on Twitch just so I can like hear it, you know?
I bet Entropy wishes he had that.
Everybody just ignore this.
From the PlayStation 4.
I'm actually gonna mute the game for a second. Okay, it's good. Oh my god, I created an echo chamber. What have I done?
Or your 100th. There's no better time to experience Crash Bandicoot 4. It's about time on PlayStation 5.
Anyway, I was just checking the audio. It's actually a little bit quiet now. I could turn it up a little bit. It's always hard for me to tell how loud I am compared to a stream thing, you know? There we go.
First, let's check out the latest on an eagerly anticipated game coming to the PS5.
Oh, this is that one where you keep dying, isn't it?
PlayStation Studios.
And you're on like an alien planet.
Hey everyone, we at
this one looked kind of interesting.
Excited to give you this sneak peek at Returnal.
I like actually seeing real
Returnal,
gameplay.
You will play as Celine, an Astra scout who crash lands on an alien planet, Atropos, after receiving a mysterious signal, White Shadow. Players will explore this inscrutable, dark planet.
I mean, it looks cool.
And unfold mysteries.
You're actually gonna mute the game for a second? Well, you know, I had to mute the game so I could hear the stream of me listening to the game for a bit, you know? Ooh. I like that weird Lovecraftian shadow creature. These look cool. These look like cool designs. But it is a third-person shooter, so... And the shooting mechanics don't really look that good. Oh, this is one of those, like, chip at enemies while dashing around a lot games. Not really for me, if I'm being honest. Yeah. I will say one exception to that rule. I really like the game Vanquish. Although Vanquish is one of those, like, Platinum Games action titles. I might stream it someday. It's only like 5 hours long. It's really good though. Really fun. I'm really bad at it, but it's a great game.
So you have to think fast and adapt.
You like third-person shooters?
Here you can see the use of
I go 50-50 on them.
Which is great for crowd control.
I think third-person shooters are some of the most lazily designed games, if I'm being honest, in terms of actual like gameplay design, typically. 'Cause like, you know, usually they're like, oh, you just hide behind cover and heal health and then go out and fight people and then rinse and repeat, you know? Third-person shooters are often just like, I don't know. Yeah, they're just like a lazy way to put basic gameplay around a story, typically. But this looks interesting aesthetically. Almost reminds me kind of Metroid a little bit. Metroid 2 a little as well, although that little house over there is weird. What the fuck is that about? It's gotta be an illusion.
That can't be here. I think I am reliving my memories in that house, but not fully. They're corroded.
See, the thing is, I almost don't want any plot information, you know? It's like, show me gameplay, don't show me this plot stuff, right?
But I can remember the torment
they're clearly trying to like, oh, set up like a mystery, you know what I mean? I almost want to pause this stream. Chat, should I pause the stream to give my commentary? Or would that break it up too much? Let me know. Because I almost want to like pause it and talk about aspects of it. But I don't want to be like behind on the live aspect. I don't know.
Exactly as I left it.
Let me know. If you guys would be okay with me pausing it. Returnal. You know what?
Returnal
Heck
land-
it. I'm gonna do it. I'll fall behind on the stream, but you know what? There's a million other live streamers out there watching these live streams, right? And giving their opinions on the dot, on the minute. You know what I'm saying? For me, I'm gonna fall behind a little bit. That's okay. I want to actually talk about these things. Get into them a little. And talk to chat a little bit, you know, too. So the thing is, with something like this, right? The story looks vaguely interesting, and the concept looks interesting. Don't show me the story. Sell me on the gameplay. You know what I mean? Sell me on the gameplay, and then I will, you know, I'll get into the story when the game comes out. Don't, because even, like, trying to just set up the mystery of the story is kind of spoiling the experience a little bit, you know? I don't know, it's how I feel. Also, you guys were saying with third-person shooters, Infamous and Uncharted. I like Uncharted a lot. I get really attached to the story and the characters in that game. Infamous, I played the second one, Infamous Second Son, I think. Right? Yeah. It's spelled like in, and then famous is like capital F. I don't know, the logo is weird. But I played that, and I thought it was kind of meh. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know, maybe the first one's better.
On April 30th, and it's developed by the talented team at Housemarque.
Housemarque. I've never heard
Next,
of them.
let's take a closer look at a high-impact new PS4 game.
Didn't they show
called
this?
Knockout City.
They showed this for the Switch, didn't they? Like, this is like extreme dodgeball, right?
Hi, I'm Josh from Bellin Studios. We're an indie
I don't know how I
developer
feel about
based in
these
upstate
characters.
New York, and we recently announced
Infamous
Knockout
Second
City,
Son's the third game? Oh, I thought it was the
team-based
second
multiplayer action
game.
for PS4 where rival crews
Oh,
settle their
really?
scores with epic dodgeball battles.
It is. It's literally dodgeball. Oh my
Knockout
god.
City is easy to pick up and play, but there's a lot of depth here
That's
for those
weird.
who've got the skills.
That's weird, right?
In
To
our
make a
1v1
game that's
face-off mode, you'll
dodgeball,
go
but
head-to-head
like
in a constantly
Splatoon.
shrinking battleground relying on your reflexes
And
and abilities
Fortnite?
to knock out an opponent.
This looks like a
well-timed
Fortnite game
catch
mode.
powers up the ball, making it easier to land a hit.
It literally does. And the
Use trick shots
aesthetically, it
to
doesn't
lob
look
the
any
ball
more
over a ledge
interesting
or
than a
hook it
game
around
like
the corner.
Fortnite.
Fake a throw to mess up your opponent's timing. And
You know
knock them
what?
out before
I'll
they
say
can
this
recover.
game, just not for
When
me.
you're in a tough spot with
That's
a ball
fine.
flying your way,
I
a
think the
last-second
concept
dodge
is
the difference
maybe
between getting
fun.
knocked out and
Maybe it's
staying in the
fun.
fight.
This looks like a game kids
Your
would have
wits
fun
about you
playing.
and
So you know
outplay your
what? That is
opponent to
cool.
bring home a
Let them
win.
have their fun. I'm not going to critique this game because I don't care. It's like dodgeball or something. It's not for me.
Jump
I
into
won't
Team
buy it.
KO, our
Whatever.
3v3 mode.
I feel like
Teamwork
it's
makes the dream work in
I'll
Knockout
make a
City.
brief
your crew is outmatched,
generalization where I
the
think a lot of
team can
people
still
it's
dominate.
easy for a lot of people to
playing it back out
get
again,
caught up in
and new
every
maps
game
are
as
finding
though,
an
you know,
upcoming
it matters,
crossbow
as though they're
game.
gonna
The
buy the
special
game
ball for this
anyway.
map is
Like,
the sniper
oh, this
ball,
game
which
sucks. Like,
locks
if
onto
you
targets
don't, if you
far
think a game
across the map
sucks,
and
just don't
when
buy it.
You can take them out before they have
I mean,
a
the only
chance to
time I get
react.
annoyed when a game sucks is
Beyond
when it's
special
tied to an
balls,
IP
each
that
map
I'm
features
interested
a
in,
unique
or
mechanic.
or
Valley Brawl, you can
when I
hop
think
into a
there are,
tree
like with
group,
Danganronpa,
get away, or use
elements
them
of
to
the
sneak up on
game
your
that is
opponents.
interesting, but it's ultimately dragged down by its shittier qualities. That is the only other time I'll get upset by a game that, you know, maybe isn't made for me or whatever.
Charge up a teammate, launch them high into the air
But
with an
yeah,
ultimate
so Infamous
throw,
Second
and
Son is
you'll
the
land in a
fourth
huge
game.
instant KO explosion.
That's weird. So is it, like, it felt like a conclusion to the narrative. Is it? I don't want to spoil anything in the game.
The last 4 years.
But yeah, I don't know. I thought the gameplay was kind of whatever.
And we'd love your help in the final stretch of development.
I'll spoil the abilities, I guess, real quick. Like, you start as a smoke guy, and the traversal with that was actually really boring. And then I thought the neon traversal was pretty cool. The flying traversal was kind of weird, and, I don't know. There's a third one that sucks, and they turn Cole into a vampire, and I don't know who the fuck Cole is. Is he in the fourth one? Honestly, Infamous felt like a really unmemorable
Time for
game.
something
Second Son, I'm
new.
talking about.
Here's your first look at an upcoming PS5 game from the team at Slowclass.
Felt really unmemorable. But anyway. Oh. What is this? I like this already. I like this. This is the, Life is Strange kind of art style. Underutilized somewhat. This looks like a, kind of like a Wii game. A little bit. Is this a new Shenmue? That'd be funny. Just Shenmue, but with a totally different art style. This looks interesting. Whoa. I like this a lot, actually. Ooh. Whoa. Is this Drake and the 99 Drake of the 99 Dragons 2? A game everybody hated because it was a piece of shit. Ooh. That was like a John Wick environment. What the fuck? It's like Asian John Wick. That's not racist, right? No. No. Oh. Alright, see, that's how you show a game. Don't tell me about the plot.
That was the debut
Don't
of
do
Sifu,
anything.
coming to the
Just show me
PS5
like some
console later this
gameplay.
year.
Or what looks to be gameplay.
Now
And
let's
I'm
get an
excited.
update
And like
on
the art
Solar
style, and
Ash,
I'm
an
excited.
epic
That
new
looked
PS5
fucking
adventure
dope.
from
I want to
Heart
play that game. When's it coming out? I genuinely want to just play it. See, Annapurna, I go 50-50 on. I think they're an interesting studio with interesting ideas, but I don't know how I feel about their games. Didn't they do the Dance Your Trauma Away game? What the fuck was that called? Not Braid. The other one.
Creative director of Heart Machine. You might know us as the team behind Hyperlight Drifter.
Not Hyper.
Today,
Oh, they did
I'm here to
Hyperlight
show
Drifter.
you
I've heard good things about that. But
gameplay
didn't they
for our new
do, what was it?
Solar Ash. Solar Ash
It's
is
such a
huge,
forgettable game. I've
stylish
already
3D
forgotten it.
platformer focused on speed, movement,
But I don't
and
know.
fluidity.
It was kind of whatever.
The game
It
is
was
set inside
interesting,
a
but
giant
I
black
didn't
hole
much care for it.
known as the Ultra Void, which has been consuming everything in its path.
The Ultra Boy?
You play as Ray, a daring Void Runner who has decided to venture
Void
into this
Runner.
terrifying anomaly as a
First Light was pretty good too. That's cool.
Ray is extremely agile, able to speed across the world with abilities
What
akin
the
to
fu-
skating. On the ashen
What's with-
clouds, she can quickly cover
Oh,
great
ash and
distances
clouds. I was like, why is she
to
surfing on a sea of goo? I don't understand.
At its core, Solar Ash is a game about movement, and Ray has everything she needs to flow through a
Okay.
dangerous and unique world.
This is cool. Kind of like a little flow motion with the combat and stuff. You know, this looks like a Sonic the Hedgehog
As you
game,
journey to save your planet,
but with
you'll find
nothing at
yourself
all
face
like
to
Sonic
face
the
with
Hedgehog. You know
grotesque
what I
and
mean?
violent creatures.
Like the gameplay though
Our
looks.
combat system is simple,
The gameplay
fast,
looks
and
like if you made a Sonic the Hedgehog game with this gameplay, it wouldn't be bad. You know, you're spin dashing
you
instead
explore
of
the
like
ultra-
sliding or
enemy
just
encounters
running really
scale
fast.
greater and greater
And like you have
sizes.
like that butt rock playing. Like
Some
tell
of
me
these
chat,
creatures
can you not
require
imagine
speed
this game
and
as a
precise
Sonic game if you changed it to be a Sonic game? You know what I mean? Like just purely by movement mechanics. Because I'll be honest, that's always been the biggest weakness of Sonic
Ray
games,
will
in my
eventually
opinion,
need to
is the
face
movement
massive
mechanics
set
usually
pieces
suck ass. And they're
wretched,
like
starved
janky and
beasts that hold the key
yeah.
to her quest.
But like, dude, imagine a Sonic game where you're running so fast he's running on clouds. That would actually be cool. Like fighting big like Dr. Eggman robot bosses. I like that I'm just reimagining this game as a Sonic game.
Solar Ash is Heart Machine's vision of the adventure.
Like I'm not
platform.
acknowledging what this
The
game is
giant
doing at
spaces,
all,
the
except
feel
the
of
movement looks
flow
interesting.
of combat, and the high-stakes battles.
What was
against
First Light,
enormous
though?
beasts all come
Was that
together
an
to bring
Infamous
players
game?
Something we think is
It does sound
incredibly
badass, I
unique,
agree.
and more importantly, fun.
Ooh. I like
This game
inverse
is a
colors.
labor of love for everyone.
It's very
on the Heart
vibrant
Machine
looking
team.
too.
We're excited to bring Solar Ash to PS5 and PS4
Oh.
later this year.
This looks, oh my god, what was that game? It's gonna drive me freaking mental now.
If you're a fan of scary games,
remember.
this next one is for you.
Scary games. Don't turn it off. Turn it off.
When I first found you, you were nothing. You were small, pathetic.
I'm turning down the audio. I don't care.
You want more? Are you ready?
I don't like this chat. Oh. Wait, what? The fuck is that? The fuck is this? What is this? Five Nights at Freddy's ass? Oh my god, it is a Five Nights at Freddy's game. I'll turn it up, I don't care. I'm not actually scared. I'd honestly, it's weird. I almost feel like there have been so many Five Nights at Freddy's games now. It's almost like you're familiar with them, so how can you be afraid of them? You know what I mean?
Get you out of here. You and me together.
Like, I'm gonna pause again. There's another instance where I'm gonna pause. I feel like fear for a lot of people, a major source of fear is fear of the unknown. You know, when the first Five Nights at Freddy's game came out, one of the freaky things about it was a lot of people didn't know what to expect. now they're very like formulaic, and it's like, oh yeah, you know all the elements that's going to be in the game, right? It's going to be your character, a security guard or person, doesn't really matter who, and probably animatronics of some type in a spooky environment in which you need to not die. You know, and they haven't, this is like whatever, but they just haven't deviated, like, or not that they've deviated, you know, but it's still like, you don't need to reinvent the wheel. You know, like, with a horror thing especially, I feel like you don't want to make a franchise out of it, because innately the horror is then gone, if that makes any sense. I don't know if it does to anyone but me, but in my mind at least, it's like, fear comes from not knowing what to expect. You know, and that tension and trepidation and, like, what's going to happen next. But if you already know the formula of the game you're going to play before you play it, a lot of the actual horror, maybe not the jump scares and the spooks and the whatever, the sensational horror, that's all still there, I'm sure, but any actual feeling of dread or being unnerved is innately, in my opinion at least, gone, because you know more or less what to expect from it. I don't know. I mean, take like BioShock, for instance. Like, the original BioShock is horrifying because you're not powerless, but you're not very powerful in this very dangerous world, you know? And then BioShock 2 kind of subverts that, where now you're a big daddy and you're much more, or not much more, but you're a little more powerful, and I don't know, the tone is a little more actiony, and then 3 is just full on action with like one jump scare. But I don't know. It's just my opinion. This music is kind of neat.
Have to get you out by morning.
This aesthetic is kind of lame. Nothing more horrifying than a ball pit, chat.
You will bring me what I want, and if you fail,
nothing more horrifying than a generic male scratchy voice. Like, what is this? This doesn't look like a horror game. There's nothing horrifying here. What is this? Why is this? Why does this exist? What's the point, chat? What's the point?
There is more going on here than you realize.
There's more going on here than this generic tagline. Fuck off, Five Nights at Freddy's.
That was
I don't know.
A chilling new look at Five Nights at
I hope somebody
Freddy's
found that
security
opinion
breach.
interesting, I guess.
Up next, let's take a tour of Oddworld
Hey,
Soulstorm.
cool. We haven't seen a whole lot of Oddworld Soulstorm yet.
Hi, I'm Lorne Lanning.
Oh, I love Lorne Lanning.
At Oddworld and
He has a great interview
Today,
on
I'm gonna take
Ars
you on a
Technica.
brief
Y'all
tour
should
of
check it
our
out.
newest game, Oddworld Soulstorm.
I've always known you would come.
I'm really curious. I want to go back and play it. I want to go
In
play the
Soulstorm,
original
you reprise the role
Oddworld
of a
game.
accidental hero turned unlikely
Cool.
leader of an emerging revolution. As you do battle through weird and wonderful
Lorne Lanning has
environments
a
in an
great
effort
voice,
to
too.
escape the all-powerful and eternally greedy Gluckins.
But yeah, his interview on Ars
We really
Technica is really
wanted to bring
interesting.
this world
Fuck
to life
FNAF.
with
I'm
what
not
we
saying
call
fuck
2.9
FNAF. I'm just saying that
which
it.
adds much more depth.
Maybe
and
I did say
immersion
fuck
for
off.
the
I don't
player.
know.
This sense of connection
I don't know.
is
I just
also
don't.
reinforced through the
I
use
think
of
it's
the
just
dual
overdone.
senses haptic feedback, as you'll now
I like.
be able to feel Abe's
He
heartbeat
mentioned using the haptic feedback. That is one thing I'll say about the PS5 controller. I think is really cool. Just that, and that's something I really want to try out.
Suspenseful situations.
I don't know if this is the case. I'm curious if any Steam games have integrated that, because I would love to get a PS5 controller just to use on Steam and see if the games have haptic feedback, because that'd be really cool. Maybe it's a console thing only, though. Hey, Luminous, how are ya? Cheers, mate.
But they are far more than helpless workers looking to be saved.
If anyone might not know, they're talking about Oddworld Soulstorm. Kind of weird that they don't show, like, hashtag Oddworld Soulstorm in the corner. They did that on the Game Awards.
And there will be times when the extra hands
I think they would, though.
will be needed as you face off against an array of heavily armed enemies that will stop at nothing.
Lorne
to
Lanning sounds
find
kind of like
and
Stan
end
Lee a
Abe
little
once
bit.
and for all.
Oh, that was cool.
In order to stand a chance against this much larger threat, we gave Abe the ability to scavenge, loot, and pickpocket items from his surroundings and use
fun.
them to craft an impressive
One thing I always
arsenal
thought
of
was
his
interesting
own
about
that
the
he can
Oddworld
share
games
with
is that, like, I mean, they're
can
based
also
around
play as
becoming,
a
you know, sort of
non-lethal
free of your
pacifist or an agent
an
of chaos.
oppressive, you
We
know,
wanted you to have the choice. But there is one iconic
kind of
ability for our shamanic protagonist,
capitalist
possession. This mystical power allows
society,
you to
but
take
also I like
control
that
of
you
your
don't
foes
attack
and
enemies
use their
directly in it.
strengths and weapons
So you have to kind of
against them,
control
or
their
use them
minds
to
and make
gain
them attack each
access
other.
to
I found that really
paths still
interesting.
ahead. The Oddworld universe
There's
is a diverse
a mechanic.
place, and this means that there are some environments and situations that require a little more thought, patience, and stealth.
But yeah, definitely I recommend the
You'll
Ars
find dark
Technica
and
interview
dangerous caves,
with
heavily guarded industrial sites, and ancient
Lanning.
forgotten
It's really cool.
lands. Here we've built lots of opportunities for you to test your skills and find different ways to handle
Oh, I
things.
love it. Using smoke
It
as
won't
like
be
cover
easy.
is really cool.
If being hunted by an army backed by a shady and wealthy organization isn't bad enough, there are also more dangers in the forms of natural obstacles, ancient traps, trials against swarming dark creatures, and industrial hazards that must be dodged, crossed, and avoided.
Oh my god.
Ultimately, Abe's journey is one of hope, freedom, and truth. There's a
What's
rich
new
and
with you,
engaging
Luminous?
narrative to discover in
July
a world
16th,
full of
2021.
lies. And
Ooh.
we've been able to bring our characters to life like never before.
What's on July
In
16th?
true Oddworld
Is
fashion,
that your birthday or
your
something?
actions
Or what?
in-game will decide the fate of Abe and all those you
Let
manage
me
to
know.
liberate along the way. And we can't wait to see what you will do.
I always found Abe an interesting design because I feel like the little like mouth ties are like have always been kind of creepy. Obviously they're very like indicative of like extreme servitude. Oh, April 6th, cool.
That was the latest on Oddworld Soulstorm. And here's some exciting
Oddworld's
news.
always been an interesting
Active
franchise
PlayStation
where
Plus
it's like
members will get the
no one really
PS5
talks about it
version
much.
for no
It
extra
feels like a
cost
very
starting in
underground
April.
thing.
PS5 version
Oh my
for
god,
no
they just
extra
looped
cost
it.
starting in
Guys,
April.
these looping animations need to fucking stop. Oh shit.
on.
Is that really
It's
when the
time to
Uncharted
catch
movie's
up
coming
with
out?
Kena, Bridge of Spirits, a
Also, I
gorgeous
don't know
new
about the
adventure we
casting.
last saw
I
in
think
the
Tom
June
Holland will be a
PS5 showcase.
fine Nathan Drake. Like a young Nathan Drake. I don't mind that at all. I think they really, with Sully though, that's gonna be weird. But I'm also, I don't know, I really like the Uncharted games. I was thinking at work the other day, in tandem with that, let's just pause whatever the fuck this is for a second. I was thinking though, in tandem with what you just said, like Uncharted 4 is maybe one of the most aesthetically, graphically wise, like beautiful games I've ever seen. Not artistically, but graphically at least. It's like the most realistic movie or game I've ever seen. So I was thinking, why don't they just, using like that engine, just make a movie? Like make a 2.5 hour and like just have voice actors and motion capture and like don't do like a live action thing because their CG looks basically like live action. You know what I mean? And you could say that the games are very movie-like. I mean, I would say there's just enough gameplay there to justify their existence for the most part. But I don't know. Like I feel like they should just make a movie in that style instead. They're doing him from the first game. Should have cast Nathan Fillion. I don't. See, you say that, and there was actually, for anyone who hasn't seen it on YouTube, there's an Uncharted fan film that has Nathan Fillion as Nathan Drake. And it was pretty good, not gonna lie. So, you know, I don't disagree. Are they really doing the first game, though? Because he's way too young to play Uncharted 1 Nathan Drake. No, I thought they were doing like a young Nathan Drake. Yeah, that's weird. Yeah, that's weird. What's up, Michael Vega? How you doing? Ayo. Didn't they show like a teaser for this game previously? I don't know what this is. I read that as Ember Slab. I was like, what the fuck is an Ember? But no, it's Ember Lab. You're fine, however, it's been a long couple of days. Oh, I'm sorry, man. What's up, if you want to talk about it? If not, well, I hope it gets better.
Something tells me you did not come to our village looking for forest creatures.
Hello, spirit.
Is this in-engine, or is this just CGI? Because if this is in-engine, it looks pretty good. If it's all CGI, you can. That's always annoying me when games like they always just show like the CGI cutscenes, and you're not actually seeing the world in-engine. Because then you look at it in-engine, it always looks worse. Although with the power of PS5 and Xbox Series X, you can make games look like they're CGI cutscenes in-engine, which I think is really cool. I mean, essentially. Or not CGI, I should say pre-rendered, probably. This, okay, no, aesthetically this looks alright. Though the lighting could be a bit brighter. You loved it, and you love it. Wait, hold on. It's not young Nathan Drake doing it from the first. You loved the fan film, I'm assuming you're talking about, and that's what you heard. Gotcha. You're back, your browser crashed. I was wondering where you went. Off, you could, welcome back. You're getting a pen and tablet soon. Awesome. I didn't know you did art, Michael. That's super cool. I'm assuming you're using that for art. If not, cool still. Ooh. I like this little, like, desaturated bit there. This looks interesting. I don't know what the fuck it is because I haven't been paying attention to their trailer, but this looks kind of interesting. The characters remind you of Moana. Do you just mean, like, aesthetically? Or what do you mean? Kind of reminds me of that old, what was that Nickelodeon show? Tak and the Power of Juju. But much better, obviously. Because that show looked like garbage from the brief bits I saw. Ooh. 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 Oh. 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 Interesting. This game looks interesting. I need to pause for a sec. Osinator asked if I'm a Star Wars fan. I used to be a huge Star Wars fan. For the last probably 5 years, I go back and forth. I think the original trilogy is great. I like the universe a lot. I think The Mandalorian's fantastic. The prequels suck, but they're kind of funny. They're kind of infuriating for how incompetent they are, considering the fact they came out like the same time as the Lord of the Rings movies, and those movies are fucking masterpieces. And I think the newer movies, I think 7's fun. I think 8 is weird, and 9 it goes too fast. It's like it's on a railroad, like just going at the speed of fucking light. So if they'd split 9 into 2 movies and made it a quadrilogy, it would have been fine. I thought Han Solo's movie was fine. I thought he was more charming and charismatic than I expected, and I thought it was pretty good. And I thought Rogue One sucked. I didn't care about any of the characters. The action felt pretty masturbatory, and I don't know, didn't really feel like it had a point. I don't give a shit how they found the plans to the first Death Star. And I don't really care about the era between episode 3 and 4, quite frankly. I think the era between 6 and 7 is way more interesting. You know, sort of the fall of the Empire. So I don't really care I'll probably play it eventually, but I don't really care to play like Jedi Fallen Order. I think they should make a game about the Mandalorian, and Ubisoft apparently has a rights to make a Star Wars game, so I'm looking forward to that. Anyway, just all my Star Wars thoughts, just wanted to wrap them up there. Okay. What's up, J Films? How you doing, man? Someone told you this was an Avatar: The Last Airbender game, you wouldn't be surprised. Kina, Bridge of Spirits. Is that like Kubo and the Two Strings? I don't know. They should make another Avatar: The Last Airbender game. That'd be cool.
PS5 first-person shooter developed by
the old Avatar games were good. Yes, frick yes, FNAF. Oh, you should not go back in this stream then and hear my thoughts on FNAF. They were... Well, at least with the newer game thing, they were somewhat negative. But, well, maybe you should hear them then. It's good to hear dissenting opinions. Deathloop looks alright, by the way. Obviously, it's kind of a generic shooter, but the concept looks fun. And the presentation of the trailers is fun, but I don't know if the game is going to match that at all stylistically, or if it's just going to be bland. I need to see some real, like, gameplay of this game, I feel like. It does look a little like We Happy Few, which that game was weird. Like, the concept was really neat and interesting, but then it's like, how do you make a game out of that? And it's like, oh, kind of generic survival game. Cool, got it. Moving on, you know? My dad actually got it, though. One of the few games he's gotten was playing... Oh, you have stealth? This kind of reminds me of, like, Dishonored a little bit. Like Cyberpunk Dishonored? I don't know. Or Fallout Dishonored? I don't know. It's an interesting concept. What's up next? I don't know. I'm a little behind on the stream, by the way. I've been kind of pausing every now and then and just talking about my opinion of things. Because I think, you know, I reckon if you want to watch somebody who's just keeping up with the stream all the time, there's a million streams for that on the internet. But probably most of them aren't pausing the stream and just, like, chatting with the audience about it. So, yeah. What color? I like purple. Samuel L. Jackson's lightsaber is purple, which is cool. I like the old classic gold lightsabers from the Knights of the Old Republic era. I think those are cool. So gold might be neat. Or orange. Orange is a really cool lightsaber color. Also, I realize I'm talking really loud. I'm going to turn down the audio a little bit for me. It's a little loud. DR2. Do you mean Danganronpa 2? If so, I haven't. I have plans or ideas of what I want to do for that game. It needs to be a special series. We Happy Few meets James Bond. A little bit, maybe. Or Hitman. I don't know. I mean, they've showed this game off a lot. We just haven't seen, like, definite gameplay of it yet. I mean, the environment looks kind of neat. Although that's weird. How it looks like they just, like, overlaid, like, what they thought were cool-looking assets over, like, generic environments. It's very strange feeling watching this. I don't know. But I think the concept is basically it's Groundhog's Day, where you're trying to assassinate a number of people, but like if you die, you go back to the start. I guess you loop back to the start, and then die. Nice. Oh, this is Arcane. Okay, no wonder it looks kind of like fucking.
Before we leave, how about a huge update for one of 2020's most celebrated games?
Hold on. Wait, before we leave, are they almost done? Jesus, that was short. What was I gonna say, though? Arcane did Dishonored, though. So, yeah. Looks more like a movie, not really a game. Yeah, I agree. And graphically, it looked kind of whatever. Oh, they're gonna talk about, Final Fantasy VII, the second part of the remake. Cool. I don't know if I have much interest in that. I never played Final Fantasy VII, so it's not really something I have nostalgia for. But, you know. What's up, Mr. Y? What'd you miss? They talked about new Five Nights at Freddy's stuff. Some new indie... Not new indie... Most of it, actually, I think, was a lot of restatements from their old E3 from last year. But I don't know. You know? Could be interesting stuff. I don't remember a whole list of the games. You're gonna have to watch the stream, repeat later.
Well, guys.
Oh no, this is Pog. Alright then. Like I said, I don't know, I never played it, so I don't have nostalgia for Final... I don't have really nostalgia for the series at all, but... Oh my god, she just breaks her neck and dies.
Materia Hunter and Elite Special Forces operative for the
Yes, I am a person.
will prove to our common enemy.
No, I think Luminous was asking if what they were teasing was Persona, but then they cut into footage of this.
Ah, there you are.
Who?
Someone's been expecting you.
Who's that
what
chick?
took you?
Sorry about that. Anyway, it's nice to meet you. I'm Sonon Kusakabe.
Where's Clown?
We lost him.
You what?
He will be okay, though, right?
He will be okay, though.
Of course
right?
he will.
They're the ones who blew up.
Not gonna diss on voice acting, it's hard.
Should we say hi?
Yes, I am a person, Luminous.
Better not.
Yeah, I never
After
questioned
what
it.
they've done, you gotta assume Shinra's on their
Yeah.
tail.
Look, a Moogle.
Hey, Luminous wasn't wondering if you were a person, Mr. Y, don't worry.
We gotta help.
Isn't this Final Fantasy VII 2? Why are you not playing as Cloud in this? I'm confused. None of these characters are Cloud. Isn't he the protagonist? Chat. What is this? That chick, like, takes off, like, a Mission Impossible mask and she's Cloud Strife. It's very odd, though. That's what I thought. I thought this was Final Fantasy VII at first as well. Is this a new Final Fantasy? But didn't they show Tifa?
You guys should probably get moving.
My favorite Final Fantasy character, and Tifa.
Better off out of this.
Just kidding. I'm kidding, chat.
They deserve what's coming to them.
Yeah, they do, but I'm not.
They deserve what's coming to them. And other generic lines for making good trailer. Your Final Fantasy history is rusty, I feel it. Oh! Wait, intergrade. What the fuck does that mean? Remake intergrade.
Let the hunt begin.
What? Wait, what? What the fuck is... What is this? God, Final Fantasy's becoming like freaking...
Get down here, Merc.
No, that said 7, I'm pretty sure. Wait. What is happening, chat? Why did they do a... What? That didn't look any different. They just did like a kshing effect and it looked no different. This looks no different. Am I crazy? Don't... I'm gonna kill myself, dude. This looks no different. Because the video of their stream is 1080. And the PS5 is 4K. So it looks almost no I guess there's less blur on his hair or something. But other than that, like, those bricks don't look any goddamn different. It's the worst. Remake a Crisis Core, maybe. Kingdom Hearts, I mean, Final Fantasy's like Kingdom Hearts now. It's fucking convoluted as shit, apparently. Yeah, okay, I will say, though, if you're trying to, like, show off how beautiful your game looks, don't show it off on a stream that's video is capped at 10. This is the official PlayStation State of Play stream, by the way. I think I'm on the PlayStation YouTube channel. Yeah, PlayStation. Bada bing, bada boom. I don't... Austin here says, as a strong Final Fantasy fan, I'm so upset. And now, don't get me wrong, by the way, I'm sure it looks better on PS5, because it's 4K, even just at that. And I'm sure the lighting is, like, more volumetric and shit, but... Oh, textures. You see that tagline? They have textures, chat! They got textures! You hear that? Final Fantasy's got textures! They got fog effects! Here in 2021, they're bragging about their fucking fog effects. What else? Lighting! Dude! Lighting! They have light... My high school production of Macbeth had lighting! Lighting. I guess the lighting looked a little better, but still. You don't brag that your game has fucking lighting. Our game has graphics. Spell it PH. Quality of life. Is that the name of the new Final Fantasy game? Final Fantasy VIII Quality of Life? Final Fantasy 22 Quality of Life. It makes me want to kill myself. Oh, they have performance optimization mode. Does that mean you make the game look shittier so that it runs better? I don't know about that. Oh, they have a normal mode. Man, they're really coming up with all new features. Game developers, since can I go back a second to really just hammer this fucking joke in? Game developers, since the beginning of time, have asked themselves, you know, hard's too hard, and easy, it's just too easy. You know, it's the porridge dilemma. It's the Goldilocks porridge dilemma. What is in the middle? And Final Fantasy VII, the remake, they got you covered. They figured it out, chat. They cracked the code in the Matrix here. Boop, 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 boop. They neo'd the shit out of their game. They found a normal mode. And you know, it's classic. That's a classic technique. Normal mode. Loading times! They have loading times in their game. I thought that was a thing of the past with PS5. Apparently not. They got them. They remembered. You know, they looked at audience critiques, you know. When audiences played, they said, what do you remember from the original Final Fantasy VII on the original PlayStation back in 1990? Who gives a fuck? And their fans said, I remember loading times. They were shit. And they said, loading times, that's a feature. Let's add that. Loading times. We got them. You want them? We got them. Loading times. Final Fantasy VII Remake. Loading times. What do you mean loading times? That was like 3 seconds. Also, hey, Baguette, how are you doing? I'm on a fucking roll here, so don't fucking stop me. Dude, you can pause the game? Breaking new ground, chat. Photo mode? I think Uncharted had photo mode in like 2007. I think Shadow of the Colossus had, and maybe that was only the remake, but I think Shadow of the Colossus had photo mode. Dude, you can make it a fucking Dutch angle? Okay. And a new episode featuring Yuffie. I think that's what they showed before. Go back. How many fucking saves do you need? Oh no, I saw that. I'm not going back, but I saw that. Hey, you know what? Granted, at least Ostinator, it's not like when, who the fuck was it? Konami did Metal Gear Survive, where they charged real money to unlock a second save file, because they can fuck right off with that shit. At least, they offer you a lot of saves, you know? I make a lot of saves, granted. I'm that kind of guy. But yeah, the original is one of your favorite games ever. You want the remake, but you don't have a PlayStation.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Yeah, I never played the original, you know? It's one of those... I own an original PlayStation, so I have no excuse. I I always said to myself, and I know the games don't correlate really at all, but I want to start at the beginning with the first Final Fantasy and just go through the series.
That's how ninjas do it.
But honestly, that's more like a 2023 goal. So, yeah. Anyway. I don't know what this intergrade thing means. Is that like a thing that makes sense to Japanese people? I don't understand. Oh, hold on. Fiona, let me read this, because they're not going to give me enough time. Fiona, if you own a copy of the PlayStation 4 version, upgrade to the PlayStation 5 version for free. You can even carry over your saved data. Genuinely a cool feature. And a new episode featuring Yuffie, available for purchasing the game after something. See, like I said, they didn't give me enough time to read it. Fuck you. Oh, 6/10/21. Cool. It's actually the first game you ever played. You know, I think a lot of people actually had that experience. That's definitely was a big feature for a lot of people. Oh my god, says Mr. Y. Agreed.
7 Remake Intergrade, coming to the PS5 console later this
Oh,
year.
I know. I was making a joke. I definitely knew that.
And that's our show.
The last one that came out was 15. I know. I know things. I'm a gamer. I am a... I wish I was editing this so I could insert like an epic like knuckle cracking sound. But I'm a gamer. I know Final Fantasy. You know what I also know? They never actually got to the Final Fantasy yet. They still haven't gotten there, believe it or not. Oh, are they done? Is that it? Oh. I guess that's it. Wait. Really? That's it? Oh. Okay. Cool. Well, alrighty then. I guess that's it. Huh. That was short, you know? If I hadn't paused it, I probably could have gotten through it in like a half hour. That's... wow. Wasn't there supposed to be something on like Elden Ring? Am I missing something? That's it? OMG, thank God. Hey, don't thank God. I was having a good time. I wanted to see more. I wanted to see more video games. I wanted to see more games brag that they have lighting. Baguette says it's her dad's favorite game, and he brought her up on the original PlayStation. Yeah, you know, that for me, I think, was the original Xbox. My dad was really a big Star Wars fan when I was growing up, and he definitely passed that on to me. I inherited that Star Wars fandom in many ways. These days, we're both 50-50 on it, but I inherited a lot of that Star Wars fandom, and so that was me with like the original Star Wars Battlefront 2 and like the Lego Star Wars games. Those were really part of my childhood. Slightly better than the Nintendo Direct. I mean, I guess they showed the games more, I guess. Oh, yeah, I don't know if you guys saw my little update. I lowered the sound of it. Did you guys hear the sound of that transition? Was it too quiet? I don't know. Anyway. But yeah, the original Xbox was probably like my earliest Jimmy Jam. That and the GameCube. Oof, I'm sorry, Baguette. Nothing will load. Your Wi-Fi is complete shit. I misread that as nothing will load. My life is complete shit. Glad I didn't say that out loud. Oh, wait, I did. I'm actually going to look up real quick Elden Ring news, because I thought that was supposed to be in the State of Play today, but it seems like that and God of War didn't say anything about either one of those games. Nothing. Well, alrighty then. I mean, I guess there wasn't anything on either of those. Did I see the other week's Nintendo Direct? It was insanely good. I did. I thought it was alright. I thought the Splatoon 3 reveal was great. I thought the Smash Bros. Character was whatever. And I don't remember the rest. What was the rest? Hold on. Nintendo... Oh, yeah, and then they were like, we don't have any news for you on Breath of the Wild 2. But hey, you know, to keep you hanging in there, we are bringing Skyward Sword to the Switch. Maybe arguably the weakest in the entire Zelda lineup. Oh, that's right, they did the Animal Crossing announcement. Okay, that was cool. I actually thought that was really neat with like the warp pipes and Mario shit. That was super dope. I will say, that was probably my favorite part of it. Really warmed my heart. I actually streamed that. If anybody is curious on more of my thoughts, I'm actually not going to look that up right now. If anybody's curious on more of my thoughts, I did stream it, so you guys can probably check that out if I've posted it. Hold on, chat. I need to fact check myself here and see if I've even posted that stream yet. Yeah, they're bringing Skyward Sword to Switch. Like I said, Or, well, they're bringing a remaster. I don't know, maybe the original one you can already play on there in the eShop or whatever, but, hey, I mean, to each their own, to be fair. I'd hope to see more of, like, Breath of the Wild 2 or a new iteration of the Switch, something like that. Legend of Mana. See, that's the thing. I don't have a connection to that series, so it's just different people, different opinions. It's all cool. I'm not saying your opinion's invalid, by the way. I want to make sure that I'm not coming across that way, because that's not how I intend my message. I'm just saying that, to me, at least personally, there wasn't too much there I found interesting. But it was, I'm glad I got a chat with you guys when I watched it. It is out. Okay, cool. But it was a good pastime for folding laundry, which I actually have some there I meant to fold here, but I just didn't get to it. Anywho, if that's the end of the presentation, that's probably it for me. I'm kind of surprised how short that was, to be honest. Expected to see more. What was that horror game? Not the Five Nights at Freddy's. It's not a horror game even. The like survival on a planet game looked interesting. The kind of cartoony game looked interesting with the girl in the forest. I wasn't paying attention. I was too busy chatting with you wonderful lads and ladies and anything other than those two things that you may identify as. Yeah, I'm thinking that's going to be it for me. Anything else, chat, you guys want to bring up or mention? Thanks, as always, to my wonderful Patreon patrons. To my silver patrons, Luminous and Lynn, and Hunter T Gamer. Just thank you all so much for your support. I mean, you guys can always support me through there if you want to. If not, it's all cool. No hard feelings or anything. You know, I understand that some people want to but just can't, and you know, other people just don't want to, and that's cool too. Yeah, it's your money. I don't want to pressure anybody for anything. But yeah, you say the Secret of Mana games are really good. You were mentioning Legend of Mana. Should I check those out? Those are original PlayStation, right? Maybe I should check those out. I have heard good things, so might be worth checking out. Anyway, it looks like chat's gone kind of quiet, so I think that's going to be it for me for the day. Much love, though, and respect to all of you out there. Take care of each other, ladies and gentlemen. Take care of yourselves. Finally starting to get some